And so I believe that, that we should try to help not only that educated people or only those who have the money.
Hello everyone. Today we have with us Dr. Pratisha Saikia, co-founder of Eudoxia Education Private Limited. In 2019, she left her job and started her own company. She was working in university and guiding the scholars. Within 1 year, they are now operating in 193 countries. The mission of Eudoxia Education Private Limited is to reduce unemployment and to develop self-sustained youth for the growth of humanity. The Eudoxia Research and Development Centers are a new addition to the research community. All researchers are allowed to carry out their research in these centers around the world. Hello, ma'am. We are delighted to have you with us today.
Thank you, Manvi, and I'd like to thank you for the opportunity that you have invited me, and I really appreciate you that you have taken a good initiative and you are giving the platform to the young entrepreneurs also to explore more in the new field. So thank you for the invitation. I am really feeling happy to be with you.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So let me begin with my series of questions. While reading about your journey, I got to know that you left your job in 2019 and came up with the idea of Eudoxia Research and Development Center. Please tell us about your journey.
Yeah, sure. And what I can say that it was in 2019, and I took a very hard decisions also because it was not only me. I am the co-founder, and I'd like to share here with you that my husband is a founder of Eudoxia Education Private Limited. And in 2019, in the month of May, as I remember, that I left my job. We both together, and it was very tough situation because the family members, they were totally protesting it. They were not supporting us that we should go, because my husband was the dean of the university and he was guiding 8 scholars and I was guiding my 5 scholars. So we took decision together and we left the job. So here I would like to share one story. Actually, our life, it's somewhat, it's related, some stories are there. So I would like to share here with one story that while I was in Arunachal Pradesh, Pasighat, at the time on the day of Teachers' Day, I was invited to our village, and I went there, and then I was gossiping with the elderly ladies and all. Then suddenly questions came to my mind, and I asked her that she was a very elderly woman, that grandma, whether you can write your name. She told no, I never feel in my life that I should try to write anything. Then I told her, okay, let me teach you that how to write your signature. She said, no, I don't want, because I want to say one thing, that all educated people are poor. Then I was to tell him, it's so emotional, and tears came out from my eyes. And I thought, why Sitol? Sitol, yeah, I have Orange Guardian and I am earning more than 12 lakhs per year from one Guardian. So what you are doing job like that? And that day, Manvi, I couldn't sleep the whole night. I am so emotional. And I was just thinking that, oh God, means this is really unbearable. Then what happened, I was awarded the best teacher also award in my university. Then, and I was very friendly with my students, and they were like please ma'am, do something so that after completion our degree we can do something. We want to get some jobs and all. That time I thought that yes, why don't I work for the society rather than I'm confining within a student, that group of students. I'm teaching them like every year I'm producing them, but after that they again asking me. That it was like a round cycle. Then I thought, okay, then I decided let's do something. And in 2019, actually, we started our company. But that if you are not the real warrior, you are not into the field, and you cannot make it fulfilled. Your dream cannot be fulfilled. And I was in the during the job, I was in the rat race only. And while I gave the responsibility to 3 employees and I guided them, we both guided them, my husband and me, but it was not expected level up to the mark. And the way I wanted to do for the society, they cannot do, because because what my mission was that, and their understanding in a different level. So after that, I decided that let's move together and start a new journey of entrepreneurship, do something for the young researchers, for the young people of not only our country, but because I'd like to share here with you that our Eudoxia Research Center is trying to grow the GDP of not only India, because we are working in 193 countries. So we are helping to other countries also to grow their GDP. And that's how I started the journey of entrepreneurship and I left my job, and I now I'm totally devoted to this journey.
Indeed, it's beautiful to hear, ma'am, that your quick decision to leave a secure job and coming into the field of entrepreneurship is indeed a very tough decision to be made. So my next question is, how important it is to be financially self-independent? What role does it play in one's life?
Yeah, this is really one of the interesting questions, because everyone wants to be self-financially independent. And in my point of view, that if we want to be self-financially independent, then the ethical earning method should be there. Because you see that if anyone, suppose he is a brokerage or he is cheating the people, and he is also earning, but is a true earner is one who is going through the ethical way. So you see, Manvi, I think that you have the experience in your own life also, that you have seen some young boys or some people ideally sitting whole day since morning to till night, and they will say that, yeah, I want to do something, but really I am not able to earn. That theoretically time is very important, and his action will say that time is not important, you see. So the thing is that in his life, we need the one purpose of which will give you a single minute to sit. If you have the proper goal, you have a proper idea to set in, you have set in your mind, then you can sleep, you can sit, you can enjoy your moment, because you have to fulfill your own dream. You have set one goal, and if your goal is something like that, suppose you have dreamed something, and the dream is what, that you want to do something which others will not do, who has not thought of doing that thing, and after 10 years you will see that your dream has been fulfilled, but that has not been done by anyone. You see that while I'm sharing with you that thing, you see that you are feeling some energy inside you. If you are low also, now you're feeling that you are energized.
Yes, ma'am.
It's true. Yeah. And also you see that if you want to be success, you have to know that you have to devote your time. So that self-financially independence means that you have to work. And you see that we can take the example here, 2 examples, that someone is earning monthly 20,000 or 30,000. He said that, yeah, I am financially independent. I don't depend on anyone, not my parents. But he is paying rent of 28,000 or 25,000. You can't say that he is financially independent. But we can take the example of Sundar Pichai. He is financially independent, though he is in job, but he is earning more than enough, as we know, and we no need to say how much he is earning. So that is called that self-financially independence. And with this young generation people, you see that maximum are that, yeah, I want to do something, but I'm unable to earn. You see that they have ample of times, they are sitting idly, and they are not doing anything. So if our goal is something different than others, then there is no way to waste of our time. We cannot break our goal. But if we dream something small, that, yeah, let me earn for this amount, this lakhs of money, this crore of money, and I'll enjoy my life after 5 to 10 years. And you know, that is a small dream. You have dreamed like for a 5 to 10 years. But why don't you do something? Why don't you create one model that you can earn your whole lifetime? You can earn while you are sleeping, the smart work rather than the hard work. And for me, this is the self-financial independence, I think personally.
Yes, ma'am, very rightly said. Smart work is way important than hard work. Hard work alone won't pay your bills. It has to be smart work. So, ma'am, my next question is, what do you mean by a researchpreneur?
Yeah, so I'd like to share here with you that it is also one of the new concept, because you know, whatever we are doing in Eudoxia, because we have connected 193 people, researchers, and also the academicians. So you see, in a 1 year, we have done together and we have devoted a lot, because while I was in a job, I have a set of routine that I have to go, I have to punch, then the biometrics, then again you have to do, and so many issues. But yeah, now I am working independently, and now you see that I have achieved something, that I identified that what are the problems basically in the field of research our researchers are facing. So we have found that they are just trying to do research, but they are not getting the proper way. So then we decided that why don't you help the researcher? Now you can think that research, yes. So regarding the research spinner, so I'd like to share that anyone can be the research spinner. The concept, it may be the academically sound, or he may not be have the academic qualification. You know, the research spinner can be. We don't need to have to check his qualification, that whether he is PhD holder, he is master degree holder. You see that Thomas Alva Edison, what you will say to him, that he invented bulb, but whether he had the PhD or he was like the MSc, no. So you see that is called. So we are trying to promote each and everyone. See, Manvi, you are now taking my interview. I think that you have the art of this, or you have the interest. So I'd like to share here with you that we have actually recently developed one platform for all the people across the world, different countries, that anyone can develop their course content. Suppose you want to be the good anchor, or you are the good anchor. So you can develop one course up to like 10 classes in one course, and that is for the 1 month. So you know, you can earn 30% royalty for the whole lifetime. So this royalty we are providing for the lifetime, not for 1 month. So here I'd like to share that we are also giving the mentorship. So suppose there is a mentor and you are working under the mentor. So in case you say that, no ma'am, I don't need mentor. So in that case, you will get 40% of royalty. And also I'd like to share that we will provide the 10% royalty to the mentor. Those who require the mentorship, you no need to pay to the mentor, but will pay to the mentor. So suppose the course fee is ₹500 for the anchorship that you have developed. So for each purchase, you will receive as a royalty of 200 rupees. So you imagine that 10% has today purchased your course. That means per day you have earned 2,000 rupees while you are sleeping. You know not to be online. So that is how. So you can take that in India, the cultivators, the farmers, you know, that they can be the research spinner. We have opened a platform for everyone. So one person who is cultivating in the paddy field, and he is growing the rice with some new scientific method using modified technology. And now we are providing him the opportunity that he will speak about the new technology method of growing the rice cultivation. And once his course has been purchased by his that audience, then he is also receiving the same. That is how we have developed the concept of research spinner, and now we have connected with 193 countries researchers and academicians with us. So this is about the research spinner. And we really, I'm feeling happy because that we have connected all those who have the skill, because you see that now government of India has introduced that national education policy. So already in this regard, I'd like to share here with you that we have developed one course also, that is International Innovation Program. And that is also about the research spinner. So in the research spinner, we have now enrollee of more than 150 candidates during the COVID. So, and they have registered for 1 year. And now we have focused on the IIPians, those who have registered, that in which field they are expert. Suppose one person who have registered this International Innovation Program, he is very much expert in writing blog. So we are now giving him training that how he can start his journey apart from his PhD life also, that he can earn by writing the blog, and he will be the smart earner. Now someone told that I want to be the public speaker. So we are providing him the guidance from the foreign experts, from the experts from USA, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, and they are getting the training to be their public speakers. And that is how we have developed this model. And now we have created the IIPians, that is called that under the International Innovation Program, about 150 IIPians, not only from India, from different countries also.
That is really huge, ma'am. And you gave totally a different perspective to me about what a researchpreneur is. So, ma'am,
and I would like to invite Manvi to be the research spinner in our Eudoxia learning platform.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, my next question is, we see that people expand their businesses to global level, but rarely do we see any company which is working in the field of research and innovation going global. So when and how did you think of this idea, and what motivated you to go global?
Yeah, that is also very interesting one, that yes, I'd like to share that that globally means, as I have shared with you about the research spinner. So thus we have connected with us, the people with different countries, because I was just getting some mails and also calls that, madam, I need help. I am facing some problems in my doing the research. In research, actually, there is that those who are going for the scientific research, qualitative research, quantitative research, and we have already started in our research center the scientific research, that is through the IIP courses, and academic research, and also in academic research, that is that qualitative research, quantitative research, that comes under it. So now you see during COVID also, the research has not been stopped, those who are associated with us. Now we have more than 5,500 registered participants in enter the different training programs, conferences, and also for these IIP courses. So those who are, suppose one person from India, and he is doing research on some women issues, and he is taking the examples, and he is comparing it with different countries of ASEAN, or maybe with the Europeans. And as we have the registered participants with us, so he can easily go for the qualitative research, because we have the people, the participants from other countries, of the persons who is actually wanted to explore the research in his field. So in this regard, for the qualitative research, we are helping. And I would like to share here with you that for qualitative research, we have the expert from the University of Hyderabad, and then also we have the expert from that USA, then Canada, the University of New York, then Netherlands, then Germany. So we are trying to connect the researchers with that excellent speakers, with the excellent academicians across the world. So for the quantitative research, as far as you know, that people need the quantitative data analysis. They need the SPSS software. And I'd like to share that this SPSS software, it is costing like 7,000, 8,000. And we are providing the facilities that all the participants can use the SPSS software free of cost. They can use it by using AnyDesk, and they they can use the software, they can access it, and they can access the plagiarism checking software like Trunitin. It is costing more than lakhs, and maximum universities are also unable to purchase this. But we are providing the facility of the checking of their plagiarism by the Trunitin from our own research center, and also for the paraphrasing in research, that Quillboot. That Quillboot is also providing from our side for their writing of the research paper. And you know that now the researchers want to publish their paper for the Scopus journals, high impact factor journals, and we are helping them for the free publication of research. So in this regard, I'd like to share that suppose one person who has written one paper, suppose you have written one paper in management, and you need that, you are asking that, ma'am, I want to publish my paper in good reputed Scopus journal. So you no need to worry, you are most welcome. We are helping you. We are going to check your plagiarism. You need the SPSS analysis, and then we are providing you. And also for their paraphrasing, we'll help you. And while you are going a proper way of writing the research paper with the quality paper, then definitely your paper will be accepted, and there is no doubt. So just we are helping all the researchers.
So, ma'am, glad that you told that. Suppose I am writing a research paper. I had done a research project in my college life, and now I was going to write a research paper during this lockdown, and I was after my faculty saying, ma'am, I want to publish this. How can I do that? Can you connect me with some publisher? And glad that I had an interaction with you today. So
you are most welcome, and I'm welcoming all that researchers. There are aspiring researchers of different countries that let's join Eudoxia Research Center. Don't stop your research, Manvi, because you see that, as you told, that due to lockdown or COVID, you were stopped. And during lockdown, I'd like to share that we had conducted more than 150 webinars within these 4 months. And if we could have the interaction earlier also, you could have joined, and you can join also, because today also we have the webinar on research. I'd like to share that, because as it is related to research, as you have mentioned, that we have conducted the international training program on research and methodology. Then for the research paper writing, how you can go for the research proposal writing, then also for the faculty development program. And also we had that international conference from multidisciplinary fields. So that we conducted more than 150 webinars.
Okay, ma'am, that is really huge and great that you are doing for the society. So, ma'am, my next question is, what were the challenges faced by you and the company right from starting the company to this pandemic situation that came across?
Yeah, this is also interesting, because everywhere, if you have not faced any problem, then you cannot give the solution. So since the journey of this entrepreneurship, initially, as I have already discussed with you, that it was I gave some persons the responsibility, and it was not up to the mark, and then I joined. And once I completed, devoted to this journey of entrepreneurship in Eudoxia Research Center, it was like sometimes it was small issues are there. It's very small, but I overcome it. And now, as I've discussed with you, that we are promoting that the free publication of research. I'm receiving some messages in WhatsApp, in messengers, and receiving threatening messages that why you are providing at that international conference with free publications. So I was thinking that why people are like that, because I'm helping the society, I'm helping the researchers to solve their issues, and I'm getting some treatment. It's okay, but during the COVID, that the COVID is like that, the situation, the business, those who are in the business, they were stopped. They are now stopped in their own field. And entrepreneurs are like those who want to solve problem. They are ready to face any problem. So as an entrepreneur, in the month of December, we were planning, we were preparing that, okay, we should try to do something internationally, because earlier we had the conference, we conducted it in Guwahati University, but you know, the participants, that was like 50%. As per my expectation level, it was 50%. But after COVID, during the COVID lockdown, we are having in each event more than 700, 800 participants. It is like 100% participants we are receiving. And it was, I didn't face any problem, because I have solved the issue of the researchers, those who were stuck during pandemic for collecting their data. They need the mentorship. We are giving the mentorship from different universities, from University of Tanzania, that Professor Kanu sir. I'd like to hear mention some names also, because you know, that scholarly person we are with us. Professor Dr. Zain Raleigh madam, from who is working under City University of New York as a dean. So madam is with us. Then Dr. Robert Sinclair, the CEO from Canada. We have the Professor Carlos from Peru. We have Professor Dr. Ronnie from Poland. Then Joe Sarnal from UAE. Then Goa Medical College, Dr. Manoj Kulkarni sir. National Institute of Technology, Dr. Mihir Kumar Som. University of Hyderabad, Dr. Raman Rajas, and also from University of Hyderabad, we have one more faculty, Dr. N. Naveen Kumar sir. So we have lots of that eminent experts, scholarly person with us, and we are just helping our scholars, our participants, to help them so that they no need to stop their research during pandemic.
Yes, ma'am, I can totally see with the way you were saying the names, it totally shows that all the eminent researchers of the world are connected with Eudoxia. That is really great to hear. So, ma'am, coming to my last question, what else would you like to share with the audience?
Yeah, so this is Manvi that we have shared. I have shared experience with you, and you know that I would like to share that we should never be worried about our situation. First, as you said about COVID, we can't say that after COVID we won't have any other issues, or it may be there issues or may not be, but we should be ready for any situation, and we should focus on our ability, on our dream, that we should never give up. My request to all our audience, that don't never give up. No one can stop you. If you give up, then definitely it's you have stopped. You see that many people will share with you that I have read the stories, some stories that people are not success. I have read some unsuccessful stories, and I am trying to do this. Then how I can do that? I will be success. So it's not true, because yeah, we should learn from the success stories, and also we have to read the unsuccess stories, and we should incorporate some new ideas, so that from our ideas others can be success. So that is I would like to share with all of you, that incorporate some new ideas, design some new model with you, so that all the young generation, our upcoming generation, our students, all will be motivated that we should do something, we should never give up. And I always believe in the honesty, and that honesty is required. Here I'd like to share one story also, that once, you know, I went to my one scholar's home, and he had a kid, and he was like 5 years old, and I saw that his left hand was fractured, and I asked him that what happened to your boy. He told that ma'am, he fell down, and now he is having the fracture for 21 days, and that it is plastered. So okay, then suddenly I noticed that the kid was trying to bring one bottle from the upstairs. It was kept, and he was trying, and you know, he again fell down, and he again injured in the same hand. Again God. He tried. He was crying, and he was just trying to bring it. Then that small incident, it's attract me. You know that Yes, never give up. He's an example. And that, yes, we should never give up. And once we try to motivate others, definitely, because you see that while I was in job, the salary I was getting and now what I am earning, it is more than 10 times. And I think that if I am able to do this, then why not the others? I inspire everyone that you should try, don't lose your hope, and also believe in the honesty. There is no way of shortcut. If you think that I want to do some work, I want to achieve it within like 1 month, or 1 year, it is not like that. You don't go for the shortcut, believe in the honesty, and the path of honesty is always for the long run, not the short run. And it is better if you use 5 years of your life, devote your work, then you can enjoy the whole life. And I'd like to share here with you that one more story. One of my friend that she called me one day, like before 1 month, in the month of June, end of June, and she told, I'm just irritating. My daughter is irritating me. She wants to go somewhere because she is also just roam. She is having a hobby that she wants to go somewhere. She wants to explore new things. Then just she told that my daughter is just telling that she wants to go somewhere. She wants to, because she is also fed up playing inside the home. Then one idea came to my mind, that why don't we do something excited for the kids? And then I organized one free international workshop for the kids, and then more than like 300 kids participated in the workshop, and they performed dance. And it was so interesting that kids like 2 to 3 years, they were dancing Zumba. They were doing Zumba so advanced there. And dear, our research council, the patron madam, Dr. Zen Rowley madam, it was as for Indian time, that was at 10 a.m. And Rowley madam, in her place in America, it was 3 a.m. at the time. And she told me that I will show you America. That's bring all the kids in the Zoom, and I'll show. Then madam showed us the night views of USA, that it was like 3 p.m. And I was so amazed. Then one of our officers, he is from Bangladesh, and he told, madam, I'd like to show your people our beautiful Dhaka city. And our kids enjoyed Dhaka. One of our executive officers from Dr. Binu Prasad Sutalia from Nepal, and he's visitor. He showed us virtually the Nepal. And from Philippines, Mary's Villa Madam, she showed us the Philippines, Davao City. Then from Ayman Mustafa from Germany. So he is in Germany. He visited us the Germany virtually. And from Kashmir, Bilal Ahmed, our one officer from Kashmir. So he showed us the beautiful Kashmir. So, that was so exciting one. And all the kids, they were just enjoying this. So, Mama, I am enjoying Kashmir. I am enjoying Philippines. I am enjoying USA. So, what my motivation is that if we give happiness to others, then definitely happiness will be reverted back to us. And also I'd like to share here with you that from our research center, we are doing some innovations. Also recently, we have actually launched one app, and now it is available in the Google Play Store. It is Yo-Yo Masti, and it is the app is from that one can upload their videos. It is from 18 seconds to 1 minute, and it is not only for that dancing and music. Suppose you want to be a motivational speakers, then you can upload your videos. Someone is interested in cooking, then he can upload his cooking videos. Anyone from any field is most welcome for Yo-Yo Masti. And we have also developed one that model for this earning. For that India got independence in 1947, but still we see some people who is begging. So my motivation is that why don't we think for someone, a small girl who is begging sitting in the railway station, and she is begging, for 1 rupee, for 2 rupee, like that. So we have now appointed some field officer. So suppose now you will ask me one question, that ma'am, how this is relevant to your Yo-Yo Masti. So I'd like to share with you that suppose one girl who is sitting in the station and she is begging, and we are now giving one platform to that girl also. That one boy who is just gossiping in a shop, you know, that morning till evening, they are just doing some addas and enjoying.
Yes, yes.
So that boy, he is sitting there and he is without money. He is just thinking that I don't have money, so what to do? And he is enjoying the life with his friends. So I will just here share with you that girl who doesn't have one cell phone also, then how she can earn money, how we can help her. Here I would like to share with you that in the person whom she is asking the money, for she is begging, so she can say that, sir, will guide her. That's kind. You can install the Yo-Yo Masti app. You just take one selfie and send the your selfie with the Yo-Yo Masti apps to this 8787318074 number. Okay, then the person, suppose he will send. That way, she is just sending us. You in a railway station or bus stations, there are so many people going here and there, and we can't say that all people are bad or worse. No, it's true. It's not true, because this world is full of beautiful people, good-hearted people also. So now, what our executive, that our field officer will do, that they will go, because that person, while he is sending to our WhatsApp number, then our field officer will go to that particular station. He will search that girl and he will meet her. So the much she has installed it, we are receiving the selfies according to that. Suppose she has sent us 10,000 selfies from 10,000 people that they have installed it and all. So we are going to pay her the 10,000 rupees, and she will buy her cell phone and she will start that journey from her own phone. And so I believe that, you know, that we should try to help not only that educated people, or only those who have the money, they will register with us, they will enjoy the conference. No, we are trying. Eudoxia Research Center is very transparent. We are trying to help that all the people across the world. That one small girl who is in the railway station, from a boy who is just with a hope, who has lost his hope, and the researcher who is just stuck with his research. Yes, you all are most welcome. Joined with Eudoxia, as we know that I appreciate our Indian government new education policy. Yes, because our honorable Prime Minister has already given the statement about the skilled people. True. If we are skilled, if we focus on that skill, then definitely we can earn, and we can go for the smart earning. But if we always depend on others, that I have applied for one job, I should get the job, I learn. No, it's not true, because you have to show your own potentiality rather than going for this rat race. Yes, true. If you are under the rat race, it is not very easy for you to get the success. You should come out from the rat race, be the independent, try to be the financially independent, and you can start your earning, and you should use your skill. That is very, very important, because you know, while we are in the rat race, we forget actually what are the skills we have. True. You can just ask one person who is applying for job last for 5 years. That's yeah, sir, may I know what is your expertise skill? Then you know, he will think for like 1 or 2 minutes or 5 minutes.
True,
yeah.
True.
What is my skill? Yeah, which field I am expert? Okay, I was a good dancer. Then he will remember. And time is money, it's true. If you have devoted time, the most popular tagline, that time is money. So someone come to know that how to convert your small work into the big money. then it will become the example to others. It's true. And there are numbers of business available for generating the passive income. And if you have the proper knowledge of utilizing your research skill or your own skill, professional outcome will be always there. So that is my thinking about that. One should have the true motivation of working something, utilizing, and they should focus on goal. And that goal should be the strong one. That I should think something which 10 people have not thought. So that is I want to share with all the audience. And I believe one thing, that we need the blessings. You know that while one billionaire, that billionaire company's owner, he is very happy because he has billions of money in his account. And Eudoxia is in the millionaire company. But I am happy because I have the blessings of billions of people with us.
Ma'am, the words were very beautiful. Thank you so much for such amazing insights. Your cheerful energy has indeed brought a great positive vibe within us. It was really nice talking to you and interacting with you. Thank you so much. And yes, I hope Eudoxia continues to help the society in this way. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I wish that we'll be connected in future also. And Manvi, you're most welcome, because I have seen that the way you are just interacting with me, it's a really attractive one. And you can also develop your own skill. And I welcome you also. And I welcome all the people across the world, because as I have told already, that we want to grow the GDP, not only India, but we want to grow the GDP of different countries also. And that is why we have this people connected with us. And I really thank you, Manvi, for giving me the opportunity to express my viewpoint about Eudoxia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.